Welcome to our bus. Come on. Welcome to our bus. We're Grayscale. I'm Colin. This is Dallas.
How's it going?
That's Julian, our front of house engineer. We're here today. We're going to be giving you a little bit of a tour of our bus bandwagon. So we're currently out on the road with Hot Mulligan, Waster, and Lurk. We are on the Nella Vita Part 2 North American Tour. It's going amazing. We're a little over halfway through. Tonight we're in Palatine, Illinois at Durty Nellies, which I've never been to before and is a beautiful venue. So as you can see, entertainment-wise, we have a PS4 and an Xbox One. I play a lot of Madden myself. I pretty much sweep everybody in Madden. I'm the best Madden player in the band. Andrew plays pretty much everything else, all of like the fantasy games, so he's your guy for that. Somebody's coming in. Hey, it's Chris from Hot Mulligan.
Hey,
at a really
Chris.
inconvenient
What's
time.
up, dude?
What's up, Chris?
Hey, man, I'm so sorry.
So we play some video games on the road. We're not like huge gamers. I like to beat everybody at Madden, but Andrew's really good at everything else, and he'd probably beat everybody in the band at any other game you can imagine. So generally, when we have a vehicle like this, we try to deck it out with a certain theme. On the Part 1 tour of the Nella Vita North American Tour, we were kind of like it was like a fall foliage, like skeleton pirate ship Halloween vibe. So we had like flickering lanterns, we had skeletons, all kinds of cheesy shit that we got from Walmart. On this one, we went with like a camping outdoor theme. We're in the dead of winter. We felt like making it feel like a cabin would be kind of cozy. So as you can see, we have some stuffed animals here, an orangutan, we got a Nerf gun, we have a child's camo fishing rod, like an outdoor looking map. This is a bear blanket. It's a blanket with a bear on it. We use it more as like a rug, sort of, than a blanket. But somewhere along the line, the cabin theme, it looks like we didn't do a very good job. It's more of like a big game hunting theme, which is for like not really something morally we're into anyway, but it is what it is. This hedgehog is badass as fuck.
Got that cool lamp over there.
Got the lamp. This lamp we got from Walmart is probably the most expensive piece of decor we have here. I feel like it was like $35.
Oh, I don't know.
It was like $35 plus the lampshade was separate, plus we have an Edison light bulb in there. So all in all, that lamp that you're seeing was probably pushing $60, $70 just for a stupid joke. For a theme that doesn't even make sense, because that's really the only wooden thing. Everything else is big game hunting. So
Do you want to talk about the Starry Night?
yeah, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. So we went. We're like, oh, let's get something that has like a starry night, like cabin, outdoor, camping vibe that would project across the entire bus ceiling. So we went to Walmart and we went in the children's section for like the night lights. We got this thing, which we were completely misled by the display, because the way that it was pictured was that it would project far and wide across our ceiling. Give us a moment, we're gonna turn off all the lights and show you what it actually looks like. So as you can see, poor advertising. I think the marketing really tricked us good, because this thing literally projects like a foot in circumference. It really was a poor purchase. It's about the size, a little bit bigger than my hand. It did not cover the entire ceiling like we were hoping. It's also just planets. There's no stars, so we really did a poor job with that one. That was the worst piece of decor. So we can turn the lights back on now. I feel like the refrigerator. Hey, Jordan, come in. It's Bus
Hey, Jordan.
Second interruption of the day. This
Oh,
is Jordan.
man, what's
this is Jordan,
going
our
on?
creative director. He's a good guy. We're going
How you
through.
doing?
Maybe you can help us go through the refrigerator.
I would love that.
We're
Let's
going
take
through-
a look.
I'm the big like hot sauce guy. So is Andrew. Most of the frozen food on tour is just like frozen burritos, lean cuisine, things like that. So we have Cholula, which is really good. We have the green Tabasco. We have Frank's Red Hot, and we have this like off-brand sriracha. I think it just kind of depends if you're going like Asian food, Mexican food, more like Americana. I guess this would be an alternate for Mexican food. It kind of depends on like what theme you want. You know what I mean? What theme you're eating? What sauce is associated with that themed microwavable dinner?
This looks good. The old bag of spoiled lettuce, taco, some tortilla chips.
Yeah, so
Great item.
Nick, our drummer, is recently vegetarian, and he does a really poor job at being vegetarian. Like he's like learning the ropes, so he'll buy shit like, oh, I'm gonna eat salad, and he won't eat it. He'll just leave it there, and it will turn to like soup.
It's liquid.
So
Put
we're
this
gonna
in
throw that out. Chipotle. I assume this is Julian's. This is from earlier. Chipotle is big on tour for us. We currently we have a war between there's a strawberry and a grape jelly uncrustable camp, and I'm firmly in the grape. Jordan's in the strawberry.
I'm a strong strawberry kind of guy. I'm sorry.
Trying to think what else.
Talk about the coffee White Claw war.
Oh, we got a coffee White Claw war. So either you're in the White Claw camp. Here's only one box. Usually there's like 2 or 3, but either you drink White Claw or you drink coffee. Which, if you look up here, we got like 3 of these kind of Starbucks pre-packaged cold brew things, and it's always like this super passive-aggressive battle for space between the White Claw camp and the coffee camp. So much so that I've literally considered, to settle the argument, mathematically, like calculating the diameter of the coffee versus the surface area of the White Claw box to see what takes up more room. Because I'm firmly in the coffee camp, and I believe the White Claw people are oppressing us in terms of our space.
I would like to jump in. To be fair, I am in both camps. I love White Claw and I love coffee. So I feel like my role in this should be removed. So I shouldn't be in the oppressing camp because I'm oppressing both sides.
You're a double offender. That's what
I'm
you
a
are.
double offender.
It's funny because we share coffee.
We share coffee, but I don't share my White Claw.
You don't share White Claw.
No, I don't do it because
That's even worse.
it's hard-earned money I'm spending on that.
The biggest culprit in the battle for space, freezer, refrigerator, is Andrew, our guitarist. Like, literally eats so much Red Baron pizza. I mean, this is like he's already eaten a couple, but when we'll go to a grocery store, we have this fridge for 6-7 people, and he will literally fill this entire thing with Red Baron pizza boxes. Like, no regard for any other space for anybody else. You can see 3 here. Usually there's more.
Never takes the boxes off.
What?
Never takes the boxes off. Same instructions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just consolidate.
Right. So he makes Red Baron
Not
pizza
himself.
every night, but for some reason he feels the need to keep the box with the instructions when he could easily just take the pieces out and stash
Rip
them.
the instructions off.
Right, yeah.
Consolidate.
Yeah.
You don't need a whole shelf.
Right.
It's a little wasteful.
But that's okay. I think that pretty much does it for our refrigerator. We have vanilla Coke and vanilla Pepsi. I don't know where those came from. We're firmly a Coke band, not really a Pepsi band. I honestly don't know how this showed up. It's probably a mistake on the ride or something. Honestly, it's probably where it came from.
I told you this.
Oh yeah, go in the pantry. Not a lot going on here. Got some soup and got 2 circular cereals. This cereal, Honey O's, are my favorite cereal. We get in a lot of arguments about this cereal. I feel for cereal, there's kind of like a dessert section, like dessert cereals, like Cookie Crisp, like Reese's Puffs, and then there's your morning cereal, like Special K Cheerios. I find that Honey O's are the best of both worlds. You can have it for both dessert or for breakfast. It has enough nutrients but enough flavor to satisfy both categories. So that's really it going on here. It looks like an unnecessarily large thing of popcorn. It hasn't even been opened yet. We don't really eat popcorn, and if I'm not mistaken, could you open up? Yeah. So we have enough popcorn to literally last us the rest of our touring careers, and I don't know who in this band eats popcorn.
This has got to be Dave.
Again,
It seems like a Dave.
so the great value. That's you.
I bought that.
Both of these.
I bought it for friendship because I didn't realize that we still had that one.
Right.
See, it's the lack of communication. Nick went and got his own. Bill went and got his own to share
Right.
when we could have
There's
just
a common theme here.
Lack of communication.
Lack of communication and anarchy is a problem here. I've been really into these recently. Pop-Tart Bites. Brown sugar cinnamon has always been a staple Pop-Tart that I liked as a kid. But these come in like these little pouches, so I don't know. I just like warm them up in the microwave in a bowl because we don't have a toaster on tour. I guess I could bring a toaster, but it's one more thing, and I don't want to take up any more space. So I buy these little bites and I microwave them, and they do the job. So I don't know. I think that's pretty much. Got some tea. I drink this for singing, throat coat. It's just good for your vocal cords, good for your throat. Drink this almost every day, especially in the winter when it's cold and the air's dry. part of my post-show ritual after we play is I'll come in and ferociously vacuum the carpet. This vacuum actually is brand new. We had a vacuum identical to this one. It was blue and it lasted us the entire last tour. I think it lasted us Warped Tour too, the entire part 1. And then Jordan spilled Sprite. Can you explain what happened to the vacuum?
Oh yeah, I left a 2-liter bottle of Sprite unattended with the cap off, and then I went to bed.
So yeah. So the last vacuum, it worked until Jordan did that, and then I don't know, did Sprite just fall all over it?
It just went everywhere.
Okay, so there's Sprite literally everywhere, got all over the vacuum, in the vacuum. It was like a nightmare, so we had to get a new one. This is the Bissell 3-in-1 Turbo. It's been great. It's got this like oscillating, I don't know what you call it, like, yeah, it's got like a brush that the previous one did not have. So this is like a slightly nicer Walmart model than the previous one that got Sprite all over it. I love it, keeps the floor clean. We probably vacuum like twice a day, especially in the winter with all like the road salt and dirt and boots. But yeah, great vacuum, I'd highly recommend it. I think maybe someday later in our career we'll upgrade to Dyson, become just a strict Dyson brand. I think
Not work?
someday. Yeah. David has this drawer that is so just full of shit. He has a camera, has like the biggest double stuffed Oreo party size thing I've ever seen. 33% more than family size. So this is like an ignorant amount of Oreos, and keep in mind they're double stuffed. So the amount of stuffing in this bag, in this box alone is absurd. Could probably get you sick. He's got a laptop, he's got an accessory box. There's nothing in it now, he's wearing all of his accessories, but he's got 2 packs of cards. We don't play cards. We don't eat popcorn, we don't play cards. He's got a mouse, and his laptop, he's got, I've never seen him wear these sunglasses. A lot of Advil. Hard drives, he's got a goddamn interface. Sharpies that we lose at our merch table, he's stashing those. I'm starting to think he's a kleptomaniac, to be honest with you. It's unfortunate. He's just got a lot of shit that he doesn't use. He takes up a lot of space. He's a big guy. So
This is more my office, and it's like got all my shit in it always. So, I mean, the desk, we put our laptops on here, we drink our coffees on here. It's really just a rotation of that. We like to put stuffed animals, we like to charge switches, phones, any kind of electronical nonsense you could imagine, we're gonna charge it. We're gonna have it out there, we're gonna put open water bottles next to everything. It's a really good space to get a lot of work done and be productive.
here's where we hang our day sheets. This is kind of an itinerary for the day. This gets switched out every day to show kind of the schedule, who's sound checking, who's loading in, when and where. This is kind of like our go-to every day. We look at this to know where we're supposed to be and when we're supposed to be there. Bunks. Well, this is where Jordan lives. As you can see, the media guy is, I don't know what any of this shit does. It all looks expensive. I don't know if you want to explain it at all.
I have the most stuff in the band. I have literally I'm a traveling production company, and most of it ends up in my bunk, along with all of my clothes and bedding and everything. So what should be a couch in a communal area for everyone just becomes an office, and it just gets so crazy, and it sucks, but this is how we do it. So
Terry, our merch guy, sleeps here. I guess I can just go through who sleeps where. Is that cool? Terry, our merch guy, sleeps here. He usually is the last one in the bus every night after a long night of drinking. So watching him climb up here every night is is a treat. Every night I usually stay up and wait for him just to watch it. It's great. Julian, who you met earlier, sleeps here. This is our drummer, Nick. He sleeps here. Generally, I think the top bunks are the bumpiest, so I sleep down here. I think it's the smoothest ride, and I'm a very sensitive sleeper, so it's helpful. This is Dallas, so me, Dallas. This is Nick Venti, our bassist. This is Andrew, our guitarist, and this is Nick. So, yeah, that's basically it. And then I'll take a peek in here. This is where we go to the bathroom. strictly number ones, no number twos. That would be bad. It would be it's a hard thing to maintain, and they ask you when you rent vehicles like this not to do number two. So no number two ever, even in emergency situations. This is our shoe rack. You would think with the size of this shoe rack that it would cover all the shoes, but unfortunately it doesn't, especially in the winter when you got boots and sneakers and you go from touring, California to Nebraska and it's a 100-degree difference. You need a lot of different shoes. So got all these shoes, got a bunch of shoes out front, got shoes in the bays of the bus, got shoes in the trailer. There's shoes fucking everywhere, but it's the way it is. The bathroom, I guess the only notable thing about the bathroom, we bought this camo soap thing to go along with our camo theme. Okay, so the last notable thing kind of is we have this woodland camping theme shower curtain. Again, good purchase from Walmart, good value. Made sense with the theme of the big game hunting camping vibe. So that's pretty much the last thing. Actually, this is interesting. Everybody has like a towel that they buy from Walmart, but given that it stays so humid in here when people shower, a lot of the time the towels take a long time to dry and they kind of have that like musty smell. So I got this microfiber towel. I don't know the brand. I think it's like Fox Outdoor Products, but this thing, like, you can ball it up into like a ball and throw it on the ground and it'll still dry. So highly recommend if you camp, if you tour, any kind of outdoor thing. Yeah, goes along with the theme, even though it wasn't intended for that. It's practical, but it does go along with our camping big game theme. So
I feel like we're missing out on a really big component here, because
check this out.
This is funny. This is probably like my 5th or 6th bandwagon tour, and I gotta say that a lot of people have told me this is impossible. Let me just scoot that over. But people tell you that you can't tape things to leather. They say, we're driving through the Rockies tonight, it's gonna fall on your face. Well, let me tell you, it's been over 10 days and my Switch has been duct taped to the roof of my bunk. I stream every night, Hulu, play all sorts of games. I don't hang out with anyone, that's kind of my thing. I don't like people after the set's over. And I just want everyone to know out there that has a Switch that this is possible. You don't have to hurt your wrists. You can actually be as antisocial as you want. You just need Gorilla Tape and some Velcro strips.
People said we could never make it to the moon, and we did. So, dream big. Thank you for taking a tour of our bus. We're Grayscale. You can find all of our social media at Grayscale PA. You can go to our website, grayscaleband.com, to keep up with news, merch, touring, etc. Anything Grayscale related. Had a great time. Now get the fuck off our bus. Thank you.